Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to another episode of Sports Without Boundaries. I'm your host, Eric Deters. We do this Monday through Friday. I want to give a little pitch. If you watch your local news sports shows in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, what you're about ready to see, you're not going to see on those shows. Those of you who are sports enthusiastic, I would love for you to spread the word, share the show, do anything you can to help me promote the show. You know what I always tell my team? It's one viewer at a time. If you go from one viewer to two viewers, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, you get it. All right. Reds lost 4-3 to the Guardians. Sad loss. They got behind 4-0. You know, Abbott, he allowed a few runs and a couple innings. He's just lost his arm at the end of this thing. But it's 4-3. They're off today, and they close this thing out over the weekend with three games against the lowly Cardinals in St. Louis. Are you ready for this? The Diamondbacks have 3 games against the Atlanta Braves. The Astros. The Cubs have 3 games, I think, against Pittsburgh, maybe. And then the other team that they're chasing, the Marlins, have 3 games against the Brewers. Crazy stuff could happen. It's a shame they lost last night. They still got a chance. Joe Burrow admits that he's been communicating to Aaron Rodgers about a calf injury. What better person to talk to about a calf? And how cool is it that Aaron Rodgers is providing that Josh Wentz? He's giving him the tips and everything how to use. And Joe Burrow's on his way back. He says it's getting better. Aaron Rodgers has become like the senior statesman of the NFL, especially with Brady's retirement. Right. Aaron Rodgers is the king. Acuna has created his own club. 40 homers, 70 steals. Folks, this guy is a machine. I don't think he's had like a cold streak all year. Right. The guy needs to be the National League MVP. Do you agree, Josh Wentz? Right. Jerry Jones says he's going to have something special for Zeke when he comes back this weekend and plays at Dallas. I think that's pretty cool. He doesn't want to give it away. Speaking of the Cowboys and the Bengals, the Cowboys signed Bush, the old center. I don't think the guy's name's Billy Bush, but I always want to say Billy Price. Billy Price. Excuse me, Billy Price. I take that back. Billy Price. Thank you, Josh Wentz, for saving me. Billy Price. I always want to say Billy Bush. Billy Price, that was the center for the Bengals. They're a little short on the offensive line right now. All right. Kentucky sports betting online began today. May the games begin. Marte, the Reds rookie. Now, they've had all these rookies. They've had more rookies playing. This guy is a 13-game streak. I think it's tied with the longest current streak in Major League Baseball. And guess what? They're already starting to talk. Should De La Cruz become an outfielder? You know what? I think the guy is an incredible infielder. But do you all realize that all these great guys coming up, McClain, shortstop, Marte, shortstop. Right. I mean, they got shortstops. They got another guy down there that's really great shortstop. Can you imagine Josh Wentz, Ella De La Cruz in center field? The ground he would cover, throwing people out of the plate. I think Ella De La Cruz ought to be a center fielder. I support the move. He goes 100 miles an hour. Oh my God! That speed out there, he could make he'd make Ken Griffey Jr. look slow. Yes. All right, we got to talk about take, right? This is Taylor and Kelsey. I'm calling it take. You know what? They've had their piece. They know it. They're an item, and Travis is being smart. He's saying no more talk about it. But there was a picture released that shows her arm around Travis. Now, I want to tell you something, folks. Let's be honest about this. I love Bruce Springsteen. I don't know why I always use him as an example. If Bruce Springsteen worked on a garbage truck, we wouldn't be going like, oh, he's so hot. Because he's a rock star, he's hot. Taylor Swift is the most popular, hottest. By the way, I hate her politics and everything else. But unlike Tommy Lahren, I'm not going to dog Taylor Swift. Because her success is like, are you kidding me? I mean, it's unbelievable. And I don't like her politics, but I'm going to give her props for her success. But she's not a looker. Do you agree or disagree, Josh?
I agree.
I would not, put it this way, I'm being very honest. I would never, ever, I wouldn't trade my wife for anybody. I would not trade my wife for Taylor Swift. No way. All right, Francona, the Guardians manager, that was his last home game. Good guy. Congratulations. Michigan State University finally fired Tucker, officially. You know what? When they get suspended, the firing's coming. They said he ridiculed the program. Lillard, big trade in the NBA. Lillard Portman's three-way trade involves Phoenix. He's going to the Milwaukee Bucks. Drew Holiday's going somewhere else. But folks, you now got Lillard and Giannis. The impact of this, Milwaukee went from like fourth place to the favorites to be the NBA champions. Messi sits, Miami loses. What do you think about that, Jamie Spindler? You got a comment?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I was rooting for Inter.
They lost it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you sit?
I would have played him. Cup final game, one-off game. He's like,
Yeah, World Cup final, and he sits.
Yeah.
He's no Joe Burrow. Blake Dunn. All right, more good news for the Reds. Reds minor leaguer of the year. His stats are unbelievable. But I searched, Josh. Is he an outfielder? Or is he infield? I searched this article and I couldn't find what position he played. But he bats nearly 400, steals bases, hits home runs. Yeah. Look how big the bat is. Yeah. It's unfreaking believable. Tom Garvey. This is a wild. He's written a book. From 1980 to 81. This guy worked at the Vet Stadium in Philadelphia and lived there. In a big, like those big container boxes, he converted it into an apartment. He had everything you need for an apartment. And if you opened up the door, he had cardboard boxes piled up to where it looked like it was just cardboard boxes. And he kept it a secret, except the wives of players would join him there waiting for their players. I mean, you can't make this up. It was out in left field. Some of the players themselves hung out with him and kept it a secret.
That's a fantastic story.
What a story.
Great.
All right, UK tailgating. Mitch Barnhart, the athletic director for the University of Kentucky, is allowing tailgating to begin at 7 a.m. Saturday. UK plays the Gators. Go Wildcats. This is the Bulldog. We'll be back tomorrow to not only report on all the news, but also give you the big weekend preview in college football and pro football.